Jobber Nation, welcome to another episode of the Jobbertears podcast. As always, I'm Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins and Mrblacc. We are in this late evening of Thursday. We wanted to hop on, talk about some good old wrestling. This one trying to find his good lighting. That is the better lighting out of the ones you just went through. So that is it. First things first, I do want to wish a very special happy birthday to Queen Tay of Your Sports, celebrating her big 4-0 this week. So happy birthday to sis. Absolutely. Happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday to her.
Also, happy birthday to the newest members of the Sir Wilkins and Mrblacc family. They are now officially uncles. So it's super dope. Shout outs to their sis.
Niggas.
Good evening.
Niggas.
Good evening, all. It is just so happens to be the February 1st, Black History Month. We will talk about. So you black. Did you get her to sign that?
No, I didn't get her to sign it because it was about me making a connection with her.
Well, we'll get into that in a little bit because I do want to hear about your second time experience with Miss Nia Jax. David Lawson, shout out to him watching TNA as we speak. How's everyone doing? What's new? What's going on?
Life is good, blessed, tired.
All of the above. Yo, have y'all seen this? This is new commercial that's going around on YouTube. And it's so Uber, I guess, is doing like an Uber Teen account. So where get this. So listen, because it fucked me and him up. So basically, you send a picture of like the kid sends a picture of themselves like in the car, and the parent has the control of the account. So they like, let's say if you wanted to go to the movies, but you ain't have no car, and the only way you can get there is an Uber. So now teens are going to be able to use Uber that way. But it's very problematic. That commercial is so problematic. Like, every commercial we done seen is with a white kid, and it's just not realistic.
A white kid during the day and a black kids be at night.
Michael
Wait,
said,
what?
So there's multiple commercials. So most of the commercials during the daytime are the white kids. There's one commercial with the black kids, and it's at night. It's the wildest thing.
What you said again?
I said the one during it. So they have multiple commercials. The ones that are during like the daytime, like when the kids get picked up and they're going from point A to point B, it'd be white kids. At night, it'd be the black kids. And you just be like, this shit is weird.
So wait. Yo. So let me get this straight. So they try to change the narrative that white people don't do crazy shit. They invented crazy shit, my nigga. Our black ass gotta be home, or our parents would spank us. But you know what? I don't know about these new generations of parents right now, because some of them be bugging. So I don't know. But and us growing up, we will not be in that commercials wild not like that. The fuck?
Nah, what? That shit is wild. Like, I want y'all to look like after this, I need everyone to just YouTube Uber Teens, and you'll see the commercials, and it is the wildest thing. Like, I was just like, I'm gonna tell these niggas, because that was crazy. When we had watched it the first time, we was like, wait, what? Good evening, Vaughn. He's on Twitch. Shout outs to him. Shout outs to everyone. Happy Black History Month. This is day 1. We're super excited to talk about some black wrestling on top of the other things going on in wrestling this past week. So first things first, let's start on a high note. The WWE Royal Rumble.
I think we start on a bigger high note where WWE got the bag from
the Netflix. So, we have talked about the Netflix deal. Okay. So it was announced they had a hell of a week. They started off with the announcement. No. That is wild. Look at it.
There's a bigger news than that. Samoans have officially taken over wrestling. It's official.
Oh, so it was a 2-for-1 deal. So, all right, we'll start from the top.
Like at Burger King, you get
So-
two Whopper Juniors for $5. You can't beat that.
Or the seven deal from Pizza Hut. You keep seeing that fucking commercial. It's ridiculous. So let's start at the top of the week. So WWE and Netflix announced their partnership. We're starting in January 2025. Monday Night Raw will be on Netflix in the United States. And then outside of the United States, all premium live events, all Raws, all Smack, all of WWE product will be available for all internationally on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a huge move. And it's a game changer in a sense of how we're gonna be, how you're gonna go from cable TV to streaming online. It's a very different ball game. So, so we started off with that, and then Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is an owner of his name, his namesake, on top of being named one of the board of directors for TKO. So that was that was a boss move on his part. Thing like outside of the box.
So you know what's crazy? The Rock is literally playing the real life character of his character from Ballers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He's literally living that character's life.
Spencer.
In real life. Spencer's life.
Good show too. I think it's on Max.
It's on Netflix
demand
now.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's on Netflix now. But
it's on the neck.
So a little bit about the different people who don't know, like Janelle said, it's literally they're getting like a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people don't understand is that this deal is more about Netflix needs WWE more than WWE needs Netflix.
Oh, shoot. We didn't get the beer yet.
Well, because your brother, we haven't been able to get together, all three of us. Yeah. So next week, hopefully live and in studio, we will be Stone Cold Steve Austin in the bathroom, in the studio.
In the bathroom?
So, I didn't mean to say the bathroom.
But go ahead.
Yeah, so it's because Netflix has like the worst domestic reach. It doesn't do well domestically. Mm-hmm. So but since Raw does fucking 2 million
a show
a week on basic TV, on basic cable, it's like, holy, let's get you over here. And it's crazy how that week started, and The Rock is really that dude. I need y'all to put some respect on The Rock's name. He really is that dude.
And I think it's a good thing that someone that has been, I always believe like someone that's been in the business, understands the needs and the wants of the people in the locker room, just has that understanding of wrestling. I think it's important to have a member like that on the board, because you will always have that's an ally at the end of the day. Like when decisions need to be made and people need to be either outed or not, like he will have a say in that. So,
and the good thing about having The Rock there is, I feel like that was one thing that was missing on the board. I actually have somebody that.
Oh, he'll be back. I promise. He's about to flow.
Yeah, to actually have somebody that's actually in the fields, who's been out there. You feel me? Like, them having Rock on the board is like having when the Warriors picked up Steve Kerr. That set them over the edge. I mean, set them over the hump. And because The Rock who he is, more people will be prone to like, you know what? The Rock look out for me. I could do this. And because The Rock being there, expect everything to be more mainstream. Expect to have like more of a presence even in theaters, because most likely The Rock like, yo, let's do a WWE movie. You feel me? Now you expect to have WWE backstories to, hey, how this person, expect another Page movie because The Rock is there. You feel me? Expect to have the backstory of how Kane the Undertaker became Kane the Undertaker on a horror movie. So much opportunity The Rock's being there. Like, Great move, great pickup. It's like when Jalen Brunson came to the Knicks. Great pickup. By the way, all-star. Congratulations to
I was about to
JB.
say he's gonna be in a 3-point shootout.
No, he's an all-star.
Oh, he's in the game.
Yeah.
I could have sworn. Hold on, somebody got announced for that 3-point shootout. It was from the Knicks because I saw it.
It's probably like the other dude.
What other dude?
Dang.
But I do like this. This is good.
No, you said that Jalen Brunson kid here. He's in the 3-point shootout.
Oh, dang, he's in everything.
But The Rock just took over the world, bro.
He did.
The Rock, my man Dwayne The Rock Johnson took over the world.
So, do you still believe that conspiracy that The Rock and Tony Khan were trying to take over WWE?
Yes.
You said The Rock and Tony Khan.
Nick Khan.
Sorry.
I was about to say, which Khan we talking about?
The Rock and Nick Khan tried to take over WWE.
Well, Nick Khan had them seeds was planted the moment I think he stepped foot in Titan Towers. Like at the end of the day, he always I think saw a bigger picture for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're in they have a good team. I think now to execute those things. And like I said, for me, the biggest thing out of the Netflix deal was the international reach. And you see that WWE's been wanting to touch more international markets. So like you have Backlash in France, you have Berg, you have Germany at the end of August, like you have Saudi twice a year. So they've been preparing themselves for this deal, for this type of deal. So that's like the business side of it I can appreciate. And I think that's the bigger piece of it because even people in Canada, as simple as Canada is right above us, they don't get Raw. They don't get the opportunity to see wrestling the way that we do. This Netflix deal changes all of that for them. And
also, it's commercial free.
Well, if you have the premium thing.
I mean, everybody gonna have premium.
No, not everybody gonna have that, but that's if you have the premium thing. I mean, we got the premium thing, so
yeah. But regardless of you're still gonna have commercial free. You feel me? And as an advertiser, since it's gonna be way less commercial now, I want a partnership with WWE because imagine Master P, on one of his brands on television. Master P has I remember from back in the day overseas. Let me copy. Let me go on the website. This is great business for everybody. Everyone eats in this situation. And another thing too is reason why that I feel like this is also good too because WWE gets to pay with Netflix. Now other streaming websites were looking like, dang, what can I do to get in that bag too? So expect AEW to go on a streaming service. You understand? They might try to get an MLW, an Impact, because at this point wrestling is hot. Wrestling is live. You're guaranteed to get a certain amount of numbers, and people might wander to other places because after this, there's no point to have the cock no more. No point.
Well, no, for us there will still be a point. So, so in the United States, we still will have access to the WWE on Peacock.
Oh shoot! 1, 2, 3, freak.
Oh no, you're not too late, boy. We just got getting started. But no. So once again, starting October this year, SmackDown moves to USA, NXT moves to CW, and then January 2025, Raw will be on Netflix. So it's going to be very interesting to see.
So wait.
Yeah,
I thought that the deal's already signed. So this is weird. So NBC still wants business with WWE.
Correct, because they have USA. Because SmackDown will be on USA. Correct. Which is why we still have. Which is why they're leaving the library on Peacock because it's available only in the United States.
Son, WWE getting this bag both ways.
From different places too.
I didn't know that.
Good evening. Those that are on the live feed, good evening. If you are live with us, please make sure to write your name on your comments so we know who you are and what you are saying. But yeah, so WWE's been really getting the bag. But in getting the bag, there's always more money, more problems. So in this week's
Biggie.
Listen, in this week's ongoing Road to Royal Rumble, once again, Vince McMahon has hit the news, and in the middle of a 24-hour span, is now no longer affiliated or associated with WWE. It is
But
a
we know,
wild time.
nah, you didn't get the whole story. So Slim Jim, so for people who live under a rock, because everybody was talking about this. This was on Joe Budden's podcast.
Oh.
Vince McMahon was accused of sex trafficking. Thank you, Christian Bale.
Shout out to Christian Bailey in the building. Happy New Year.
Big Dick Christian.
So Vince McMahon was accused of sex trafficking, sexual assault, being a Mr. Very freaky boy.
A freaky leak? Freak a leak.
Very freaky boy.
What? No, that was too much? That was too much? Okay, I'm sorry. He told me it was too much. My bad, y'all.
That doesn't go home to mama.
Not show out.
And then, so he was accused of this. So
don't forget that he be dumping on girls too during threesomes.
Yes, he released fecal matter on the woman's head. Once again, very freaky boy that never go home to mama. So then, during this time when the story came out, Slim Jim, which is one of the top sponsors of WWE, said, hold on, wait a minute. I'm about to leave. Figure this out.
Yeah, they pulled. So it was like what, 48 hours before the Royal Rumble? Was that Thursday night? It was when Slim Jim pulled out. So they were the official sponsor of the world title match for Royal Rumble, and they 48 hours before the show pulled out because of the announcement of Vince McMahon and his on-doings. So now the whole bag was in play. Now we're in trouble. So literally that happened, and then right after that, Vince made an announcement and had officially stepped down as chairman of the board of WWE, and is completely taken out of the WWE universe currently right now. And once that happened, Slim Jim got right back on board and was throwing out Slim Jims in the arena. Your brother done caught a few. So it's wild, but it also is it's a testament to their business values and also sponsors. Like I tell people all the time, we couldn't have done Job saying one without sponsors, hands down. Like it wasn't it was no amount of money that we would have been shaking asses and kissing babies that would have happened. But all of the sponsors that put their hard-earned money into the show is what really made the show. So I can understand when a sponsor is like, give me back this bag, that you could be like, hold on, wait a minute. What can we do now? Because now it's a business thing. So Vince did the right thing, and he bowed out. And whatever they decide, how his court case or trial or whatever they do is going to be far away from WWE right now, because it's like the uncle that be at the barbecue trying to holler at all the young girls, and now you just can't invite him to the barbecue no more.
That nigga, that's nasty.
What's nasty?
The uncle that's at the barbecue, he nasty.
But that's what I'm saying. But now that we planning future barbecues, he can't come to the barbecue. Is what I'm saying.
I mean, like someone says that, you got to read it. Not make excuses for this guy, but anyone try to comment about the fact that Ryback was right all along. We all knew how nasty Vince was. We cheered him for it. We ain't shit either.
Well, I mean, I'm never gonna co-sign Ryback and his shenanigans, in all honesty. So
yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's that. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm not. I think Ryback's a loser, but he was right when it came to that. And the thing about it, for years, like my brother said, we've heard about Vince being a very freaky boy who never go home to mama. So we've all heard the rumors, and there's been talks about it. So Netflix, they questioned the CEO of Netflix. She was just like, "Yo, Vince is gone, so we good."
Yeah, basically was what happened. Everywhere you turn, it was like, okay, now we can move forward.
Because at the same time, this Netflix deal and the past 2 years for WWE have been amazing. So they don't like. I think even Vince understands. Like, yo, I'm gonna cost this place money.
Like, this is bigger than
here.
me. Yeah, this is bigger than me now. So I have
Because
to do what's best for business. And that's the thing with Vince. He's always said, I will do what's best for the company.
Because he always was like, because the thing about it, at the end of the day, this is the one time I've heard that Vince put his ego to the side for the bigger picture. And he did that and everything of that nature. It's sad that it had to come down.
Yeah, it's crazy how it had to come down, and also Royal Rumble weekend. Like, it just the irony of how all this happened in a week span is just crazy.
Yeah, listen.
It sounded like it was planned.
Oh, absolutely.
That's how it usually goes, though. Doesn't matter what field you're in. If something's really good, we gotta throw some shit on it, and then the next part of the sandwich is something good. Which Royal Rumble was very, very much a big deal. It worked out very well for Royal Rumble. I think it broke some records.
Yeah, so it was the highest attendance record in Tropicana Field. I believe 48,000, a little over 48,000 people in Tropicana Field, which was their largest attendance record. It was the largest viewed Royal Rumble to date. So they definitely, they've been kicking it on all cylinders, and I think this was just a bump in the road. It was a very unfortunate bump in the road, but I definitely think the recovery, and also just the show itself and how everybody just showed up and showed out that night.
Well, this is the thing about it. What a lot of people don't understand, we're in an era of WWE where it's been a very long time that we had so many top superstars at one time.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all can say what y'all want to say about Roman. Oh, he doesn't show up, blah, 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 this and that. I'm going to say this. Roman set the tone, and then now we literally have superstars on both promotions, on Raw and on SmackDown. And we have great baby faces, great heels on both sides of the coin. Like, WWE's at a phenomenal place. Then NXT is producing the future.
Thank you.
Like literally, WWE is in borderline dynasty mode right now. Like, they're good. If everything goes correct, they're good for the next 10 years.
If that, yeah, minimum.
Yeah, like, they're good for the minimum of the next 10 years because of the talent they have in place. And like I said, my man Adam from Foundation Radio.
I love him.
And me and him talked about it. Shawn Michaels be on the Instagram Explorer page looking up these baddies to be on NXT.
Yo, let me tell you something. It was so funny because even this one on Tuesday, he said, yo, where's Jada Parker from? And I was like, nigga, I don't know. But I was like, she was one of the NIL girls that got picked up. So it's just crazy. And then even going to SmackDown this past week on SmackDown to go home for Royal Rumble, when Trick Williams music hit, that crowd, I said, the way, and I talked about it last week, and we've talked about it before, the way that they've been able to integrate NXT on both brands, and these people are becoming household names. Like, even on Raw, when Nick Aldis, our best friend, because, that's my bestie, he was on the phone. He said, oh, Braun Breaker's calling me. I got to go. I was like, Braun Breaker's calling you? What do you mean? Like, they find small ways, but it's such meaningful ways to integrate NXT to where everybody, no matter what show you watch, you know who's who. And I can appreciate.
By the way, Black History fact, Teddy Long was the first Black authority in WWE, television authority. Just want to put that out there. Black History fact, we just dropped one. A little sprinkle of that. But go ahead.
But honestly, we said this a while ago. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying,
Shout
shout
out
out to Teddy Long. Teddy Long, my nigga. Just want to put that out there. Black power.
The old guard had to die. You feel me? They just had to die. They just had to get them out of there to create a better culture. And honestly, I have to agree with you because everybody look like $1,000,000, and we're going to get a lot more athletes, a lot more people be watching it because now this is why that I love the kids, that the people, the youth who's coming up watching wrestling. They ain't afraid to talk about they like wrestling. You feel me? They be in Walmart wrestling and stuff like that. They wear wrestling shirts. They design different shit and stuff like that. So wrestling will be such in a bigger place where we reach a lot older age to the point where we see a lot more schools. You feel me? You're going to see a lot more. You might see amateur wrestling incorporated more of it. Get more people. Hey, how you get more people in? Let's incorporate more entertainment shit. WWE going on Netflix. WWE as a whole. Everything, Royal Rumble and stuff like that, the video games. Like my brother said, you are stepping into next level shit dynasty. So, once again, don't be surprised if you see your local station pick up a local indie show like back in the day. I feel this move is bringing back the territory days, but in a good way.
So random thought, because you mentioned something, the old guard had to die. So on the call type of situation when WWE was originally sold to TKO for the merger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vince said, and it's ironic, he said that WWE was stagnant. I don't know if everybody remembers that. He had said that. And that it wasn't going anywhere. Now, the reason why this is ironic, this is interesting, is because the reason, maybe many people can argue, the reason why it was stagnant was because of him.
Could be.
Yeah, and then right after the company was sold, he had the issue. Then he retired, and then now he's officially out the company. And since he retired, the company's been flourishing, to say the least.
Listen, they came on, and we'll talk about Royal Rumble, but they came off of a high weekend to open Monday Night Raw and was like, we giving you whole 60 minutes of free wrestling with no commercials. Like I said, out the gate, damn.
So let me ask you guys a question. This is officially era of corporate wrestling at this point. So if we step in the corporate wrestling, do you think corporate might get too involved to the point where we will have another where they're going to push certain narratives on screen, like certain things, like it won't be as like the freedom of wrestling? Do you think them being so corporate, the freedom of the creative side of WWE will get taken away as years progress?
Well, we've been in corporate wrestling though.
And
no. What I mean by that is corporate wrestling, like there's no McMahon at all in this. There's nothing. It's niggas in corporate.
Yeah, I get that, but Vince McMahon, for like the past, since the company has gone public, has been answering to the shareholders. And yes, there's the biggest thing you can say is that there's no Vince McMahon. But like somebody mentioned, TKO said, "Nigga, we're not doing anything."
They want nothing. They want nothing to do with creating anything on a wrestling product. Like absolutely nothing. And they made it very clear when that whole merger happened. So I don't see them mingling into anything that Triple H got going on. To be honest,
exactly. And then also one of the biggest things is that what we talked about earlier is the Rock is on the board. So you have a former wrestler, somebody who's low-key still involved in the company as part of it. So, yes, it is. You can say a corporate. You can say more of a no McMahon era, because the company's been corporate for a while. Right now, I think it was right after the Attitude Era that they went public.
Yeah, I was gonna say the moment they went public and was on the stock exchange, that was corporate. That was as corporate as you could get.
Because there's been a couple of stories that's come out. Like, for instance, when do you guys remember about the story about Batista Jericho and the referee getting fined for blood?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's because of the corporate structure that they were part of. And Daniel Bryan talking to fucking Vince talking about I want to bleed, and Vince is like, nah, I can't let that happen because this is a PG. This is PG. It's the fucking PG era. I think now they get a little bit more freedom that they're on Netflix, but they can't go too crazy because wrestling right now is already hard to sell to advertisers. Like, what a lot of people don't know, wrestling brings in numbers, but even though us three understand wrestling and a few other people understand wrestling, the overall world doesn't understand wrestling. They still see it as this fuck fest. Like, that is the main reason why WWE had trouble with Fox. Because Fox was like, yo, y'all bringing in $2 million? This is going to be easy to sell ad space. But
it's not. So
middle America, like us three live in New York. People live in California. That's super. We see things a whole lot differently. In the middle America, they will call the FCC if they see Walmart ad by a WWE ad. They will complain to Walmart. That's how crazy it is. So I'm like, wrestling is great, but it's also hard to sell. But at the same time, the reach of wrestling is amazing.
Yeah.
Like the fact that 1.9 million people to 2 million people, like legit,
sit for 3 hours on average watch wrestling is a thing.
So that's it. But I guess we can talk about Royal Rumble right now because
Royal Rumble. It was your first Rumble, Sir Wilkins, live and in color. Thank you for those that did come out and graced us with your presence at Legends Bar, Mrblacc and Dre from Your Sports, and shout out to Amanda for being there.
Y'all didn't talk about the tailgate. Tell people how the tailgate like.
Well, I was getting there, and then you came at me like, "Hey," and I was like, "I'm trying to give you your props for holding the fort down in New York."
No problem. My bad.
So myself along with Sir Wilkins, we were in Tampa, Florida, St. Pete area. Shout outs actually Friday night. Shout outs to Mega Ran. He did it was such a dope night, a dope evening full of rap, culture, hip hop, wrestling. Shout out to the guy that had the tacos. Everybody loved that. But it was super dope to catch up with him and just seeing him, do his thing. Leo Rush was there, AJ Francis was there. They did a whole cipher. We got AEW Fight Forever free. So like it was a vibe. Yeah, I got the game for this one. Yeah,
I got it too.
You play video games, niggas.
I got it for the nigga that does play video games.
I don't play. I have a PlayStation 4 that I bought.
But to be fair,
I'm about to buy a PlayStation 5.
To be fair, so wait, what? Oh, okay, we're gonna get to you later. But to be fair, what he said from the little that he did play, he was just like, it ain't all that. So
no, the game is trash.
Yeah, like he said it wasn't.
Listen.
Listen.
See, we're talking about video games. I played it. Is it trash like my brother saying? No. Because y'all be trashing the game because not WWE. I don't think that how that. No.
Come here.
Let me finish talking about my experience playing the game.
So, guys.
No, oh God.
I'm not saying the game is bad, nothing like that. But I just felt that.
We talking about the Fight Forever.
What
game.
up?
I just feel like how that. It's an alright step. Because
the game's trash.
It's old SmackDown versus Raw.
Right.
But once you play 2K, it's like, I can't go back to that. So it's just it's cool, but like there's no real replay value. Like I see no type of replay value.
No. 1,001%. I have to agree with it. Fight Forever is one of those games that I'm not gonna play again. But like once you play through it, there's no replay. I 1,000% agree with you.
Yeah.
Agree with you.
But that's what for me. That's what makes it trash.
Yeah.
Because there's no replay value whatsoever when it comes to the game, and the fact it's such an empty game. Like imagine these niggas made us hold our nut for this game to come out, and this game comes out, and the nut was fucking lackluster.
Whoa. Someone said I had it made by Jax, bro.
Yeah, it is made by Jax.
All y'all games I loved back in the Day of Reckoning, all of those was made by that company. Don't shit on that company.
No, I don't think Day of Reckoning was from Jax.
Same thing. Trust me, I have the game.
I think it was either they were like the studio, but the company that actually like made the game wasn't Jax. I gotta double check.
But overall, though, it's a great company. Don't like, and after that, niggas be hyped. Listen, I'm gonna say about 2K. I'm gonna say what it is. Y'all niggas be on 2K think like that shit is hot. This shit does the same exact thing, brings back features, and says brand new. That shit be trash. I be telling y'all, stop hyping up that shit up. Because 2K.
What, 2K?
Yo.
Nah, 2K is hard, bro. Don't do that.
Yo,
no, the last two.
Nah, don't do that.
The last
2K was hard, bro.
The last two were really good.
The showcase mode, all of that. It'd be the same with the NBA shit. It don't change nothing. They give you the same fucking mode with a different fucking superstar. It's the same shit. That's what 2K does.
Question. THQ was the publisher. They published Day of Reckoning. They published WWE Raw. They published that. Like, stop.
But that was Michael Bostic's review of AEW.
Yo, it's if you want to play it, try it. But I mean, it is what it is. I like 2K better.
But in all, Friday night was a dope night. Oh, we also went to GCW. Shout outs to Main Event. We saw them going against Jacob and Zilla Fatu. So that was really interesting to see. Live and in color, seeing Zilla Umaga's son wrestle for the first time. So that was an interesting match. It was just exciting to see. So shout outs to Main Event. So super proud of them. And then Saturday, shout outs to Mania Club. Where we were a part of their tailgate, their tailgate before the Royal Rumble. It was just chill. Like, it wasn't crazy. For the most part, I feel like everybody was just drinking and chilling and just like recovering from the night before, because everybody the night before was low-key trash. So everybody came in like, hey, good, what's up? But it was a chill. It's super good to always just be in good company. And meeting new people. So like Sir Wilkins mentioned, I met his friend Adam that lives out in Pennsylvania, and he does podcasting and stuff. So he was really cool to meet. Your boy Muscle Malcolm was out there. Suplex, the kid that be on YouTube and stuff. I dig what he does. I'll send you a thing of his. But
with the hat?
I don't know if he doesn't think he wears a hat. I'll say it to you real quick. But he does a lot of like content about wrestling. He knew us? Yeah. Like, I had a whole conversation with him, and because I really wanted to give him his flowers, because I was just like, yo, like, you low-key inspire me, like, because he reminds me a lot of like in the beginning when still now.
Suplex.
Yes.
Suplex. Yeah.
The black kid, yes. He live in Delaware.
What did that mean?
No, I thought he was like an Ohio nigga. So when he told me but he's from Philly, but he live in Delaware. So I was like, oh snap, okay, cool. But no, it was a great time. Sir Wilkins,
my taste of comedy. That's all.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
because I get tickled by him, so that's why I was glad to like meet him and be like, hey, like, yo, I like what you do. And he was saying the same, like, he was just like giving us props and telling us like, yo, I love what y'all do and stuff like that. So it's dope to always be around content creators. We all understand certain things that really no one else will understand. So it's always dope to just vibe and chit chat a little. So Wilkins, your first Royal Rumble experience, how was it for you?
It was good. It was fun. Royal Rumble is everybody's favorite pay-per-view. So it was fun. It was fun to be there live. We both sat floor seats and in the press box, so that was fun. And I experienced it in many ways. And the women's Royal Rumble took the show.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I couldn't even like there was nothing else. Like they could have just had that and I would have been fine. I'd have been okay.
The biggest thing I took from the Royal Rumble was that wrestling is truly for the niggas.
Strictly for the niggas.
Like, we're in a different era. As this is the first day of Black History Month, as we put this out, wrestling is for the niggas. I think we need to salute that wrestling has gone black.
I don't know how to.
Man, it's always been black. Stop it.
No, but
no, it has not.
But no, to his point, when we were
no. You see, real talk. All black people used to watch wrestling back in the day. Hard. We used to get all the video games. We used to fight each other. All of that. Niggas in the hood still love wrestling.
I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking.
Hold on. Niggas in the hood, indies, we been had a presence. It's just now, it's just fucking mainstream now. But other than that, Impact, TNA was on the vibe. Other companies, Ring of Honor, New Japan was been on the vibe. So you said
first of all, let's time out. Hold on.
Sorry.
Wait. First of all, this has only happened the past 20 years. And then the thing about it, New Japan has only had one heavyweight champion that was black. And that was years ago.
I said my bad.
Okay, I'm glad I'm glad we pushed back on that one because I was like, whoa, that New Japan shit.
TNA has had a lot of black wrestlers, but not that many were black champions. Like that was the actual TNA champion, not that many. The fact of the matter is, especially the past 10 years, what we've seen in wrestling, where black wrestlers are not just showcasing the same old gimmicks all the time, is why I'm saying that. When the mere fact that a black woman can main event WrestleMania multiple times, the mere fact that our niece can now watch wrestling and see black women being showcased in the proper light, that's why I'm saying that. Because at the end of the day, we've had black wrestlers all throughout history in wrestling. But the ones to make it to the mountaintop have been far in between.
Yeah.
Or just having those moments, or just having those
exactly.
like let me tell you, like when first of all Bianca and Jade face to face, I felt like time stopped. Like I kid you, like I was just like, what the fuck is happening here? Like this is not something I dreamed about and thought of, and just how they've been showcased even over the last just few years, and just in certain, as he mentioned, like being there when Bianca and Sasha Banks main event at WrestleMania for the first time. And those moments we haven't really been able to have in a consistent basis. And now I think it's a good time where we see a lot more of those moments than we ever have before. And I think that's an important piece to highlight. Not like it's been, not to say like niggas haven't had opportunities, but just to be able to be showcased in a manner where you can have Matt's daughter saw a picture of this one, and Nia Jackson was like, can Uncle Wilt get me to Jade? So a picture of him and Jade, and was like, can Uncle Wilkes get me to Jade? That
you see,
come on.
You see, I agree with that. I'm not against that, but how he presented how he presented his case, it was on some like now black people in general is into wrestling.
I never said that. I because when I
that's how he received it. That's how he received it.
But
Even though that wasn't
hold on, because you took it that way and said that. What the thing is, I've always said it, wrestling's for the niggas when dope shit happens to black wrestlers. That's the whole phrase of it. It's we are.
You just now define the phrase now right in front of everybody. But back in the day,
that's always been that way.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead, talk.
No, because that's always how it's been. You just never understood it. Everybody else understood it.
Okay.
Because everybody understood has been for the niggas. Wrestling's for the niggas.
Okay.
It's not for the fans. Because we've always watched wrestling. We've watched wrestling for years.
I said okay.
All right. So Royal Rumble was dope. It was good seeing that. I think the men's match was very mid.
Really, I honestly all 3 of them other matches was mid for me. To be honest, I mean,
the men's Royal Rumble match.
No, I meant all 3 of them other matches was mid for me because you already went in knowing Roman was going to win. You just didn't know who was going to take the pin. I was actually surprised they kept the belt on Logan. I'm not mad about that. I was just surprised, but just how like story wise, I can appreciate how the story was told. So I wasn't mad about that. And in the men's Royal Rumble, when we got to it, you already knew Cody was gonna win. So it was just like we just ready for the ending to be the ending now. But I thought it was dope that they started off with Jimmy and Jay at 1 and 2.
Okay.
I think that was dope. I think Naomi at 2 was definitely, even though I feel like it was like known, but it was one of those things like we still didn't know. So Naomi, like that pop, like everybody, like the whole building shook. Like it, I can't even explain like how that was. Like that was such a dope moment for her. Bailey winning was the right person, in all honesty. This year I feel like it was the first year like everybody like that we spoke to, whether we was in Tampa or online, that was kind of like everybody's kind of like general consensus was like Bailey was gonna win. So now it's just gonna be interesting to see how her road to WrestleMania sorts out as she picks her opponent this week on SmackDown. What are your thoughts, Mr. Black, on the Royal Rumble? Viewing it on TV, because like I always tell people, how things are in person and how things translate on TV are very 2 different experiences.
Honestly, it was cool. It was cool. I felt that it was a great show. I felt that Logan Paul, his run as champion is kind of like stale. He ain't do nothing with it outside of wrestling. Like I just feel like he does a lot of like. I guess for me, Logan Paul is just not my audience no more. I feel like that he's more of the frat boy, red pill, stuff like that. But I still don't feel like he's even like a real champion outside of it. He ain't no Ric Flair. What I mean by that, showing off the title, going around with it, stuff like that. He takes a couple of pictures and that's it. So honestly, it's cool to see a celebrity like that have it. The novelty wear it off. So I'm over it. I'm just completely over it. I love Logan Paul. I know that at WrestleMania you're going to lose it. I'm just ready for that reign to be over. Put it back on somebody who's actually going to, bring that prestige of the title everywhere. You feel me? How that the classic vignettes and stuff like that, you can do the title. I'm ready to bring that era back into the U.S. Championship, how Gunther is holding that IC champion. The Men's Royal Rumble, to be honest with you, I feel that you're right. It was trash.
It was okay.
You know what I mean? It was like
you saw the return of Andrade.
Yeah.
Which when Michael Cole said 3.5 years, I said, wait, this man spent 3.5 years in a company that ain't do shit for him. What was we doing, baby?
Whoa.
He got a check.
No. Backtrack. Y'all be acting like that. Andrade's like y'all be acting like Andrade wasn't injured. Like honestly,
it's not even about injury, but just think about it. He was in a company for 3.5 years. What is one moment that you can tell me that was like top notch?
No, he was there for 3 years.
Yes, he was.
3.5 years.
Hold on. Dang. You sure he wasn't there for 3 years? I felt that.
Michael Cole said it. Cole said it.
3.5 years.
Can I finish my statement before y'all bum rush me? Before I have to say, you sure it was 3.5 years? You sure he didn't do any extra stuff, going to CMLW, AAA for a year and stuff like that? I'm asking.
I'm telling you that it was 3.5 years that he was in AEW. Because if you remember correctly, he jumped right away. He do CML and AAA? Yes, he did. He did those as well. but he's been gone for 3.5 years, and it's like, and the only thing I can say, it was he collected a check.
Okay, it was 3 years. All right, dang.
Yeah,
man.
it was he collected a check, and that's basically what he was doing. And I think his fight with Sammy was like the point he was just like over the shit. And and to be honest with you, the nigga ain't gonna do it in the WWE either.
Not.
So I was right. So reason why I didn't feel like we're feeling 3 years. He got suspended. He got injured. Like he disappeared for a while. He was off of television. So basically, he did a freaking Kawhi. No, he didn't do Kawhi. He basically did like he did a Ben Simmons.
Yeah, because he ain't do shit.
That's why. Okay.
They didn't fuck with him. They didn't fuck with him. He had an attitude. Him and Tony didn't get along. They thought he was going to be a major thing. They didn't know what to do with him. But when you look at the Men's Royal Rumble, so random story. I'm at work, and one of the group fitness persons comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, hey, you watch wrestling?" I was like, "Why is this nigga asking me this shit?" And then he's like, "I heard you got a podcast." I said, "What? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yo, I heard that's why you went away this weekend." I was like, "Nigga, who was telling my business?"
Stop talking.
Why
do
you? My boss told him because so supposedly my boss had asked him like, "Hey, what are you doing this weekend?" He was like, "Yo, it's a big PLE this weekend." And me and my son gonna watch this big PLE. And then my boss like, "PLE?" He was like, "Premium Live Events, the Royal Rumble." They're like, "Oh, that's the thing that Wilkins went to." And he's like, and then he comes up to me. He's like, "Yo, you watch it? I've been waiting to find somebody here that watches wrestling too. Can we talk?" And I like talking to niggas. I was trying to walk away. He's like, "Oh, where you going? Where you going?"
He said, "Bring that ass back." No, my favorite is when I had walked into work. So first of all, we got one new subscriber off of my flight. So hashtag we making business moves. The guy that was sitting next to me, I made him subscribe to the podcast. Like, bloop. But it's so funny. So when I landed and I went straight to work on Sunday, the whole store was like, "How was it? How was the Royal Rumble?" Mind you, all these Spanish niggas don't even watch wrestling. They just know I go and I watch. So it just be funny. Some of them do. Like, I'll talk to some of them and they'll come in my office and be like, "Yo, let's talk." And I'm just like, all right, let's talk. But it's just always funny when people find out, like, about the podcast. Like, even when I went to CVS the other day, the guy that I told you had asked me, like, "Oh, do y'all have a podcast?" He saw me and he was like, "Yo, what did you think about the Royal Rumble?" I was like, I was there. I thought it was cool. Like,
yeah, so but funny. The way he came up to me was like he been waiting all week, and I don't like niggas, first of all. So he was just like, "Yeah." So and he's like talking to me about it, and then he's like, "All right, man, I want to teach the class, but now I have somebody to talk to now."
Now he made a buddy.
I was like, but he's a nice guy, and I think the beautiful thing about that conversation was that him and his son are hardcore fans, and his son is like 11, 12 years old with like legit opinions about things. But it was interesting because after when he came up to me after the podcast, I was like, "This is bullshit right now." And the nigga's gonna be like, "Oh, you got some weird shit." I'm like, "All right." But he subscribed and everything to the page.
See,
and everything.
Listen, everybody that's on the live, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube page, it's the cheapest plug, but subscribe to our YouTube page. Help us get these numbers up. Like, it just is so funny though that we both got new subscribers this week.
Yeah, because he really wrote, like, he was sitting down by the elevator and he just pulled up on me like, "Yo, I heard you got a podcast." I said, "Nigga, what?" And he's like the most far from intimidating white guy, looks like a dad, super nice. He said, "I heard you got one. What up?" I was like, yo, bro. What do you want to talk about? But yeah, so like I said, I enjoyed it. But what do you guys think about what's going to happen with Punk's injury?
So those that watched the Royal Rumble saw that CM Punk and Cody Rhodes was the last two in the Royal Rumble, but somewhere in the middle of that match, CM Punk tore his tricep completely. Tore that bad boy off. So he opened up Monday Night Raw to officially let everyone know he will not be at this year's WrestleMania, and he will probably be on the sideline for another 4 to 6 months. So we talked about it in pre-production, and Mrblacc had asked this question of, do you think it's karma about what's happened to CM Punk? And I told him, I said, I think it's just the way that it's supposed to happen. I don't think it's bad karma. I don't think it's good karma. I just think that this is the road he has to take to come back. Because there was just no way that he was going to win this year's Royal Rumble, and that was going to be that. But I think now it puts a very interesting spin on how 6 months from how the next half of the year is going to look. Because you got Money in the Bank. Then you got the last two big PLEs, and then we're right back at the Royal Rumble again. So I just think that's what's supposed to happen. It's a freak accident. I think, shit happened.
No, Drew did it on purpose.
Drew ain't do shit. Drew ain't
made
do
it
shit.
happen. This nigga Drew is trolling all over online, and I know my brother about to say something, but honestly speaking, I would keep him off TV until Survivor Series. So Survivor Series, make him the mystery partner.
Oh, in War Games?
Yeah, and then it comes full circle.
Well, I'm with MDB 999. I actually think Punk is probably, if not the best person to win Money in the Bank, low key, because then he can then control his destiny. And
so he get injured again,
but he still got Money in the Bank. So
are you trying to kill this man? Yo, listen. Listen. This man took off wrestling for 100 years. Did nothing. Did a couple of side quests, all of that. Did UFC, got beat up, went to AEW. He had mad breaks off. The nigga did a simple move, hits his toe break. You feel me? His arm break. His ear break. Everything's breaking on him. He goes to WWE, does a Royal Rumble, he gets injured. Listen. He gets the briefcase. What if he climbs up? Oh my gosh, my knee! I gotta do it out.
Bad job.
I guarantee this. If something happened to him again in WWE, mark my word, you will go back to this episode. Black was right. It is his karma.
But you know what? You may be right, because you mentioned something. You said he went to UFC, right? Got his ass handed to him twice. No injuries. Where UFC is a legit, it's real. Wrestling is predetermined. So two things can be right. First of all, wrestling does take a toll on your body. That's number one.
Absolutely.
And number two, this nigga's cursed. This nigga is karma. Because the way he treated people is coming back to him. And I'm with my brother on this one, because this nigga, he took a DDT and he teared his tricep. How? How, Sway? How? This makes no sense. The other time, he literally jumped and broke his foot.
Broke his whole foot. But I mean, to be fair, you could take one right step and your whole toe fucked up.
Nah.
Whatever diet he has, whatever he doing, man. Yo, CM Punk. Yo, go to the shaman. Go to church. Go to the
get some
temple,
sage. Get some sage.
Do all of that. Whatever vitamins, whatever protein shit you take, throw that shit out, my nigga. All right?
Don't worry.
Get some sea moss, black seed oil, ashwagandha, maca roots. You feel me? Stay away from you from Chicago, so you probably like all that nasty deep cheese pizza. Nah, stay away from that shit, my nigga. Go vegetarian. Drink ginger tea, everything like that.
That's not gonna work. He needs to make it right with Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana's mom is
low-key
inside the crib right now.
I'm actually, with a doll. You know what?
Yes. She got a doll of CM Punk.
He definitely gonna have to. Listen. This has been the year of the double back. He's definitely gonna have to double back on Colt and make that right.
Son,
it's Colt Cabana's mom, son. Colt Cabana was like, "You talking about my son? You talking about we share a bank account? I bet, my nigga."
No. Don't forget, Punk. You supposed to pay for my son. It was your fault. You feel me? And now you could pay for his expenses.
Pay what you owe. Made him pay his own lawyer fees and shit when he was the one that wanted to go to court. Ain't that some shit?
CM Punk.
This is the Colt Cabana curse.
Some whole shit. That's some whole shit.
For you, son. Yo, you right. It's Colt Cabana mother.
Damn, Colt. Listen, Colt.
Son.
If you listening, listen. It's time. Philip, it's time for you and Colt to make things right before you come back, okay? Because that is that's real. But
yeah, I'm telling you that nigga, it's him, son. It's him and his mom, dog. They said, "Word, you fucking with me? I got you."
Christian Bailey.
Wait. Don't forget. Everything could have been dead. Yo, Colt Cabana's working AEW, chilling on TV every week. CM Punk comes. You in Ring of Honor now, son?
Where is Colt Cabana, by the way? Nowhere to be found.
In Ring of Honor.
In Chicago?
He's in Ring of Honor.
With his mom.
Doesn't matter. That's a sweet lady, all right? But real talk, really think about it. Think about it. Once we found out that Colt Cabana went to Ring of Honor because of CM Punk, he hasn't been the same since, my nigga. Think about it.
No,
Colt ain't been the same since that court case, to be honest. Ain't got nothing to do with AEW.
Ever since that press conference, that man's body has been brittle. I'm telling you, God don't like ugly, and neither does Colt Cabana's mom.
Wow, Miss Banner, we hope you, we hope you listening.
Y'all act like every religion don't be having some type of curse they be putting on them. Just because Cabana's Jewish, don't be doing nothing.
Don't mean a damn thing.
Sean Van Dad.
Yeah. Like, listen, I'm gonna Sean. Listen, he probably ate like one of those Jewish cakes, and ooh, it's so good. Got him. Mm-hmm.
Got him.
Mm-hmm.
And
he
like his pastries.
Yo, I don't care if he's Dookie Water.
Doesn't matter.
It was the mere fact this all happened, and then
the fact that he spelled out Dookie is really what got me just now. Like, what?
Listen.
Jewish cakes? Yes. I don't know what Jewish people have. They have cakes.
So there's bakas, there's rugelas, they have noodle kugels.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
I have a whole bunch
of shit.
What is
the most popular Jewish dish that everyone loves? A cake that everyone loves.
Matzah.
Probably. Oh, they do like matzo balls. Matzo ball soup is a big thing.
Boo. So they make the connection, right?
Yo, random thing before you continue. I love Jewish women. I don't know why, but continue.
I don't know. I never had Jewish women. No. I had a black Jew before. She was a weirdo though.
What?
What made her weird? Now I gotta know.
All right, so she was just mad. Like, well, then again, I was young. I was young. I was in my school, so like I wasn't like I didn't know how to deal with a woman like that. She's very demanding.
Don't try to clean. So her being demanding was weird.
Oh, another thing too is just like she just smelled funny too.
Oh, so she ain't wash her ass. That's what you trying to tell me.
Like,
I be liking them because they be having hips.
Why yo, MD99 says that I can't even spell none of that. Okay.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I've always had every time there's always been a white woman that I like, she's always been Jewish.
So, wait. She was Jewish?
Who?
No, that was the exception to the rule.
Thank you. Okay. Because I was just like, huh?
Yeah. Because they be because they low-key built like black women because they be having hips. and then they be having the curly hair.
They don't all have the curly hair.
and then they just be Jewish. And then they be understanding the black struggle because you know Jews be getting that anti-Semitism shit. You know what I mean?
Whoa! Which Jewish people? because like how there's two types. Because the one in New York be having tunnels.
I was definitely about to say that. I was about to say, had that been some niggas that had a tunnel, it would have been a very different story.
Elaine from Seinfeld, baddie, my niggas. Baddie, son. Elaine from Seinfeld. Yeah.
She couldn't dance though.
She couldn't dance. Like literally. You know what it was? I'll explain to you where my crush for Jewish women came from. I'll break down the story.
Okay.
So, I'm 8 years old. And then my teacher, she was Jewish. And she would teach me about the Jewish culture. We used to play dreidel. We used to mess with get our chocolate coins and do that. Yeah. Then I learned about the Jewish culture.
Elite chocolate, I will say.
Yeah, elite chocolate coins. And then one day she showed me a picture of her daughter. And I was like, I'm in love. That's when the taste of the white woman intrigued me. But it was flavored white women, which is the Jewish white women.
All right, so Phillip Brooks is injured and it will not be at
because
WrestleMania
of mother.
Because he got fucking injured in the Royal Rumble. Who does that? So
mother.
So they
she probably look like Elaine too. Fine ass Elaine. Okay, all right, I'll stop.
Thank you. I'm like, this nigga said, try to get your dreidel played.
But y'all know the song, right?
First of all, that song is about dreidel. Made it out of clay, and when it's dry, ready.
Yeah, dreidel.
I can play. Yo, that was, first of all, the fact that the New York City public school education system thought they taught us all religions, every celebration.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with us. We know.
Not the Muslim though. Not the Muslim.
No, I knew about Muslim because I had a Muslim girl in my class, right?
Not the closest thing, but like when I was in middle school,
story time.
All we knew was Kwanzaa. That was it.
So story time. I had a Jewish girl in my school, right? And she would wear the full getup. And then
you mean Muslim girl?
Yeah. I'm sorry. My apologies. No disrespect to these cultures. It was a Muslim girl in my school, so she wore the hijab on her head,
Mm-hmm.
and then when she got her period, she had the whole thing covered. But my man's in Edison. I went to Edison, right? My high school, mad Muslims in the school. So I had this homeboy who was dating a Muslim chick who had the hijab on, right? And I asked him one day, I was like, she look good without it on? He's like, yo, beautiful, my nigga. I understand what she covering up because the world can't see this. She too pretty for the world, B. I said, ooh.
Who told you this?
I said, first of all, why are you dating her? I said, how'd you pull off the dating? He's like, I'm Muslim too. That's my in. I ain't never leaving her. They married now.
Oh, they are? Oh my God, that was a really great story.
Yeah. But he told me she was a baddie. She got all covered up, but she a baddie. I was like,
wait, is she still like covered up now?
Yeah. It's the religion. I love religions because outside of like, the messed up parts of it, like the inner workings of every religion has like this pureness about it. When you get to the politics, it's all messed up. But yeah.
Wow, well, David Lawson said he was the only Muslim family in the hood in North Carolina.
Damn.
Well, like kind of that's not a surprise because like North Carolina is Christian country.
Yeah, that is true. That is it's
Christian and Baptist. Yeah.
Do you do David? Do you do
Ramadan?
Ramadan every year? Answer when you can. So I still love Drew right now. I'm loving what Drew is doing. I don't know what this leads to, but the jokes must go off.
I was gonna say, what do you think it does lead to? Does it lead to him winning Elimination Chamber? Does it lead him? Like, what path is this gonna take him? I mean, because Punk definitely got in when he got in that nigga face. He was just like, but when I am coming back, I'm coming back for you. I was like, yep. But between now and then, what is Drew's?
I think Drew wins the title.
Which one?
I think the World Championship. I think he takes it off of Seth.
He needs to.
I love the exchange between Seth and Cody.
Yeah.
Glued to the TV.
Yeah, like I don't like. It's crazy because when he was in AEW, his promos, I'm talking about Cody, were hit and miss. Or was it me?
No, I agree.
I think they were, but I think a big part of that is the audience he was saying the promo too. That plays a part in when you do live promos like that. Is if you do it in a place where, like, had Cody did that exact same, how they did that exact same promo in the middle of middle America, where they don't really see Raw like that, or whatever the case might be, it might have not hit. Like, you got to think this was the crowd, this was the hot crowd out of the Royal Rumble weekend. So you gonna get people, you gonna get everybody ears to the TV. But I think once again, I think it depends on the audience, and I think that was what Cody's problem was. He really didn't know his audience. Like it would be a seesaw every week. He wouldn't know what he was getting. So certain promos would hit, and certain promos would be like, "Well, why the fuck did you say that?" Like,
well, I also think he did a lot of promos by himself.
Yeah.
So he would come out and just talk, and I think just in general, people just got tired of it. Like he never had anybody to bounce off of. Like for instance, him in that Punk promo was classic.
Yeah.
Because they touched on so many things and didn't seem like this. They were trying to get like they were ribbing each other, or they were trying to like OD on each other. It was legit. Like, yo, I'm the real son of a plumber. I'm living your dad's story. Like, you're not that. And even like the way he reacted when Seth was just like, yo, my nigga, come get this. And he was just like, I'll think about it. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Borderline made no sense, but I liked it.
Yo, but like I was like, oh my God.
For Seth, it makes no sense. Because honestly, because the way that he approached it, he came out like he was very desperate for an opponent. You feel me? Now, no, great promo, great everything. I feel the better approach that would touch on more things if he feels that, yo, give me a chance. Come at me to prove that I'm better than you. You feel me? Because at this point, Cody swept him. You feel me?
Yeah.
He LeBron James him. He Cleveland LeBron James. So what I mean by that is, remember that every year that they went against the Wizards every year and spanked them? Yes. That's how it was. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's embarrassing. How a nigga with one arm beat your ass, dude? He needs his get back. He needs his get back.
But I also want this nigga off of TV. Go get some rest, my nigga. Seth needs to sit the fuck down.
Yeah, honestly, that's why I say Punk being injured, low-key, it can be a blessing in disguise, because so is Seth. And they don't have to go as crazy or as hard for the match
they
now.
Don't have to. But I want Drew to take the title off of him, him be a heel champion. Let's work that. I think, all right, we take the title off Seth. Seth goes and rests his fucking knee. And then Drew is a heel, borderline anti-hero champion. We bring somebody else up in the rankings. You know what I mean? Another star that could potentially that could start bubbling.
I feel like they should give it to Mrblacc.
He on that other show though. He's not on the same brand as them.
Yeah, right.
But I think
and then David Lawson said it. How about Priest cashes in on him?
Yeah.
That'd be wild. So that Drew, so Drew can keep crying about how he got cashed in on.
Or we have a match between Seth and Drew. They're both laid out. Then Priest pulls what Seth pulled at WrestleMania.
That could happen because that was some time ago.
And then we can have, I think, at MDB 99 said something dope. Nakamura can start bubbling.
There's so many people. I mean, because they've been planting the seeds on Jay beating Gunther for the IC title. They've been planting those seeds. So really, once that belt comes off of Gunther.
So what about my nigga Chad Gable?
Yo,
I think he goes for the IC title.
No. Because like Janelle said Jay and Gunther. That's why I said why happened to Chad Gable and Gunther?
they haven't pulled that back in some time. I'm upset about it too. Don't think I'm not. I am.
Because like
Wait, did you guys saw the 6-man tag for the
Which one?
AEW Collision?
No, baby.
Still cage match?
No.
Yo, that I mean.
Well, what FTR and little nigga, dancing nigga, he was against the House of Black, and the House of Black lost.
Yeah, that is
okay. I did hear
No,
about
it was good. It was good.
You said Collision. That was wait. Was that the same night as the Royal Rumble?
Listen, for me.
No shade. I was just asking.
For me, I watch it on Sunday because that's my Sunday because pay-per-views. And you feel like pay-per-views not on Sunday no more. So instead of watching in the morning.
Nigga, I'm not watching that shit after I watch. I definitely understand you on that. I'm not watching both back to back.
No,
that's too much.
Yeah, Sunday I watch it fresh. Like
I have to say, whoever missed it, that 6-man in the cage match was fire. From the beginning to the end. Everybody who has issue with their booking as lately, that match has been booked. It was a great match. Check it out. It's a very well told story. That's probably one of the matches of the year. But back to back to Drew. Overall, this is like my brother said earlier. We're in the era where there's so many different stars and moving pieces. Because you could say that, Sami Zayn can become a world champion. Bobby Lashley, Shinsuke, you get up and come like Braun Breaker. Oh, don't forget the IC title. So many different titles have so much prestige that if LA Knight becomes U.S. champion, you won't get mad because you know what? It's just as important as the world champion, as the WWE champion. So I have to say that even though we have the discussion, we debate about it. The fact that so many people we can debate about this, who could be the world champion, is lovely.
It's a breath of fresh air. I will say it's one of those times where you're like, we're in unknown territory, and that's what I love and miss about wrestling is the unknown.
I want to give somebody, a black person behind the scenes, some flowers. Will Washington. I don't know if you guys I mentioned about him being hired by AEW.
Yes.
So I was listening to Keeping 100 radio, and then Conan was talking about how he spoke to Will Washington, and he was basically like, "Why are you here?" And Will's job is to add more diversity and help put over black talent. And his first job was Swerve. And he's done his job when it comes to that.
I'm very confused though why him and the Hangman thing is still a thing. I think it really actually that checks me out of that. Like I'm just like, why are we doing this again?
I think that's my issue, but I want to give him his flowers for that because we've seen a blow up of Swerve and they put him in position to be over. Now him being a champion, I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, but I just want to give Will Washington his flowers when it comes to we mentioned.
I'm bringing up. Hold on, this guy right here. Hold on,
this guy right here. I just wanted to bring that up real quick because that was before we go because I know we're almost out of time, but I just wanted to bring that up about him.
Okay.
So I don't know why Swerve's character is an emo rapper.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes, that's it.
Black has a point, like that mid-card. Samoa Joe is the first AEW champion who's not white. That is true.
That is true. Nyla Rose.
Oh, yeah. I think men's champion when it comes to men's champion.
Then you can count Scorpion Sky.
What was he?
Tag.
Oh, yeah. But then he said he didn't.
Wait. Backtrack.
The black people AEW, right?
Scorpion Sky's injured again?
No. I think this doesn't work. He collects checks.
So do you think, and I'm not sure I shit on him, Just asking a question. Do you think that he doesn't look at him as a great talent? This is why he hasn't been pushing him.
Or maybe he doesn't want to be that guy. Maybe that's what it is.
On that sad note, shit, this is not sad. because
But-
honestly, I like him because personally, all the black guys like Scorpion side, I like him. My dude, what's my dude's name? He's beef with he was the first ever. He held the double championship for a while. Jay Lethal. You feel me? Like, do you think that like Jay Lethal want to be the guy? You feel me?
Nope.
Like, it's just because like I'm not shitting on them, but all right. So I go to myself. Here comes what up, y'all? It's your boy, Mrblacc. So, like I said before, does he want to be the guy? Because often Jay, like I feel like he's a great second man. You feel me? I'm not trying to shit on nothing like that. Because when he was with Jonathan Gresham, I felt that Jonathan Gresham made him elevate his game to the next level. And I feel he's a great secondary guy. I never feel like his presence as a 1A. Sometimes I feel like that he's a B type of level player. You know, the way he carries himself, his skills is such phenomenal. So that's how I feel.
Okay.
Like, does he want to be the guy? Do like, my question is this: do some of the black people in AEW, I'm just asking, they don't want to be the guy because they feel complacent?
I think they're not giving chances.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it's that. I definitely think it's when ideas and stuff are brought to the table, it's brought on deaf ears. Or it's brought on the whole, like, we'll see type of situation. Laurent 340 asks, did Jordan Grace get a good reaction? Absolutely did.
Okay.
She did.
It was solid. It was people liked it, and I think she worked her ass off in the spots she had.
She definitely, I think, did a lot more. If anything, a little more than when Mickey was in the Rumble that year. Like,
definitely.
Yeah.
So I definitely think it was a good look for her.
So from the television, who was there at the bar? Yeah. Like, even people
she got a pop.
Yeah, she got a pop. Yeah. She got a real good pop. Even people that wasn't okay. I always look at the casual fans and the people that have who's in it. The casual fans may not say, "Oh, who is that?" They look, but they were so like invested because her relationship with Naomi. This is why commentary is important.
Okay, because Michael Cole baby gave her rundown like nobody business.
Rundown and everything like that. The one thing that people don't give Michael Cole credit is he treats this like a fucking real sport. The fact that he said, y'all can play that Roman Reigns not here, this, that, and third. They take the title off of him. Bars.
He said that?
Realness. Yes.
Oh, so that's hard. So, like,
He was saying, if y'all ready, if y'all complaining, why don't y'all do something about it type of vibe. Yeah, he did do that.
And the camera angles there. Everything was just like, and I'm going to keep saying this over and over and over again. WWE getting his back. WWE doing all the little stuff. Force AEW do a lot better as far as presentation-wise. And I watched Collision, presentation-wise, it got better. And, Dynamite, it got better because of WWE. Once again, WWE changed the landscape of sports.
Well, it's because, like, listen, we're not in 2005. And it shouldn't be presented that way. Like, it's back to 2006, 2010. Like, you gotta, nigga, cameras up to 4K.
Yeah, I don't want to be looking like it's 1999 now. Like, we're not doing that.
Like, you gotta put some quality angles. You gotta do your thing. And I love that Michael Cole said that. You complain about he doesn't come. Oh, somebody mentioned Samantha Irvin.
Yo, goosebumps. Like, I get goosebumps every single time she announces.
Oh, no.
It's Rico Booty Girl.
My
so apparently, it's interesting with her this past weekend. she was only supposed to announce the women's world. Like they were gonna be. It was her and what's his name, Mike Rome, that does SmackDown.
Yeah.
So apparently he lost his voice. So that was why. That's what I heard. That was why she did the whole show.
No, that's not what happened.
Okay, so what happened?
He came late.
Oh well, then there you go.
He came late, and I'll tell you off camera why I know. So he lives. I'm getting to. He lives in Orlando.
Most of them do. Most of them live in Orlando.
No. I'm talking about this off camera.
No, but most of them do live in Orlando. Like, there's a video of Trinity there's a video of her getting into a WWE car from her house. Like, most of them live out in Florida.
That's why she did the whole thing. But from what she did in the arena, I don't know how it sounded on TV.
Oh, great!
It sounded amazing.
Yo,
when she was announcing.
She's top notch, like legit. Like WWE did right with that hire.
I don't know where they found her.
Well, she's used to. I remember her being on America Got Talent. I think one good time. And shit, she's vocally trained. Like she's like a real legit.
She's a badass.
And that's what I said. The pieces of wrestling that people take for granted, like commentary, is super crucial for those watching on TV to connect those dots. Her ring announcing just elevates the show 10 times more. Like you feel like when she announces, because someone mentioned Roman Reigns, when she announces, you feel that shit from your soul. Like you feel like you're saying it just when she's saying it. Like that's the vibe she gives, and it adds such a dope element to the experience of a live event. Like it's super crucial. It brings me back to like, yo, I legit wanted Howard Finkel to officiate my wedding like forever. Like when I was a kid, I was like, yo, I gotta get Howard Finkel to do my wedding reception before he passed. But I was just like, but you see how important those pieces in wrestling are to the product itself. So it was super dope.
Side note.
She tried out for American Idol a couple times, but never got it.
Okay, side note, I'm just gonna say this. In the land of like hiring new people, getting new blood in there, I hope that AEW don't hire the old guard from WWE. Like it's cool hiring the wrestlers, I get it, whoever fits your roster, whatever. But the old guards behind scenes, I hope Tony Khan don't do that shit. You feel me? Because I don't want to have where TNA made that mistake years ago. That's one thing I hope that AEW don't follow that footstep. Hey, let me get Kevin Dunn. Let me get this person. Let me get this person. No. Hire brand new people in the industry. Get somebody off of the indies. Like, I'm tired of you hiring niggas back in the 50s where my nigga Shane busting his ass on the indies announcing. Get different people. Get people, come up people from different industries. You feel me? But I pray that AEW don't hire these old guards. That's all I want to say.
Okay, hey Remy, hey happy Black History Month. All right, let's end the show off with some of your favorite Black History moments, some moments from Black wrestlers. It doesn't have to be WWE, it could be anywhere.
Listen, my favorite moment will forever be when Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks
took mine.
Main event at WrestleMania.
I got two. I got three. The first one, when my nigga Bobby Lashley became world champion. She made me cry. Number two, the time that we prevented Colonizer from beating my brother. Right there. You feel me? That's number two. You feel me? Number three, one of my favorite moments, when Darius Lockhart cut that promo on NWA. You feel me? That was my favorite moments in Black history. He went to the colonizer ship and said, "This is my ship." That was fire. Yep. That's it.
So Wilkins took one of mine because I was there live and in color.
I say facts.
So outside of that, definitely some of our interviews in actuality are like some of my favorite moments in Black, like for us, our Black history. Like when we interviewed Jazz, when we interviewed God rest his soul, JCG and Chad, and you know, and when we did Ron, when we did Uncle D-Lo, and you know, those moments, like those I think are monumental just for us to be able, well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Swollen Tasha main eventing, Jobber Sam won, and hanging with them Friday night. They a hoot, but
Yeah, they're good people.
But I encourage everyone, continue making your own history because it is super important. Every podcaster, every fan, continue to make history because that's really what it's about. You know, the best is yet to come.
I'm happy that majority of us get along. I'm happy that majority of us get along.
Like when we get together, it is a time. Like
I'm happy that and the ones that who's not. One thing I have to say about being in Black media of wrestling, the ones that who's not for the cause, who's not kin folks, get filtered out very quick. Out the door, like, all right, we can tell they're not for it. Get the fuck out of here. I noticed that.
Yeah.
All right. Did Biggie win that on a Raw?
Remember?
When he beat Bobby?
Yeah, Money in the Bank. He cashed in.
Oh, of all time, when Booker T called we coming for you, nigga. That is classic.
Or when we almost jumped Booker T.
You didn't almost jump. Booker T almost jumped to you, my nigga. That was not a.
Hold on. Run the tape.
Started with a lockup. Good.
Two of us, one of you, dog.
Yeah, that was us.
I told Danny when you replayed it, when we talked about it, I was just like, yo, I didn't realize she fucking hyped it up. So that probably was why he tensed up. Like he didn't know what the fuck was about to happen.
But yeah, overall, man, like shout out to WrestleCade, shout out to like Real Talk. Oh, looking out for the 5th annual Chisel Adonis Black History episode. Dog. We're all here for this episode. You already know going to be the blackest episode ever. Because when 3 of us come together like Triforce, man, we're the darkest niggas on the planet, B. Man.
Darkest niggas on the planet. This weekend is NXT Vengeance Day.
There's more wrestling this Saturday?
Yeah. Where you'll have the finals of the Dusty Cup Tag Team Classic. So you got Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker going against Mello and Trick. You also got the Valkyria girl going against Roxanne Perez. You got the D'Angelo family going against OTM. I'm trying to think what other matches. That's the only ones I could think of that I felt like are happening. But it'll be on Peacock this Saturday. And then those are in the tri-state area this Friday or tomorrow in real time. Friday, February the 2nd. Don't call it a comeback. Shout outs to Peter Rosado and the whole team at We Are Wrestling up in the Bronx. So we'll be up there tomorrow night.
I'll never show you guys the card.
Oh, before we go, I want to give one random Black wrestling fact.
Okay.
Kofi Kingston has the longest reign of a Black champion. Look it up.
For the tags, right?
No, for the WWE champion. Longer than The Rock.
Oh, okay, yes.
Wait.
I thought you meant like every Black wrestler, so I was thinking like,
yeah.
No, every Black wrestler in WWE.
That makes sense.
Wait, he held the title longer than Bianca did?
No, I'm talking about Black male wrestlers.
Okay, see, that's okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Longer than Bobby, yep.
But
well,
a lot of people don't understand, like, when you go back and watch the Attitude Era, like, I know Janelle did, you realize that The Rock was with it for, like, 2 weeks, maybe a month.
Him and Austin played hot potato with so many fucking belts. It's not even funny. It was like, it would go in this rotation. It'd be Austin, Rock, Triple H, Taker. Austin, Rock, Triple H, Taker. Taker again. Kane, Austin, Rock. Like it is. It don't really go many places. It's a circle. It don't really go. Oh, last but not least, again Friday, they debut of Love and WWE with Bianca and Montez on Hulu. So make sure if you have Hulu, don't spoil it. So if you do have Hulu, make sure to get your free trial going because the first episode will be on tomorrow. Excited about that.
Check out Soul Worker Summer's interviews. Check out his Kofi Kingston interview, now available. His Nia Jax interview, now available. Ivy Nile video, now available. And by the time you listen to this, might hit your ears, new episode of the Sped Kids will be available.
Niggas is working. Well, guys, it's been fun. We'll be back next week. Probably not at this late time, but we'll be back next week. And we will be able to talk about A-dubs a little bit. This week, I was totally like, I ain't got it in me. Once I saw John Moxley going against, was it Jeff Hardy? I was just like, what are we talking about?
It was a good match. Oh, shout out to Shane Taylor Promotions coming back. They fought the BBC. And it was a good match. Like, overall, if you want quality wrestling, I feel like Collision is the best show to watch for But
I've definitely heard that.
Like,
but you know that's because DB got that on lockdown. So
yeah, because Collision is the best AEW wrestling show. Dynamite, hit and miss. But if you want quality wrestling from start to forward, Collision.
And Kevin Kelly's on commentary. But all right, guys, I love him. He did say BBC. That's how we call it because we don't know what the fuck it is. I'll be like, what day? That is a wrap of us. We thank you guys for joining us this late evening or early evening, depending on where you are in the world. As always, I'm Janelle from Misha here with Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black. #Black Excellence. #We are out.